And psychological trial, everyone got to measure themselves differently but then value things differently. Some people value successful or significant, some people value love more, some people just basic level of certainty. So when I look at this specific metric, I will very look at metric of fraud of the things that need to be measured to know if the line they're going to work or not. I look at it is a whole like the guided moment to moment by state rule, learning how to change the state. Not force, not fake, but to go from pitch or first fix it down to back in the center, a creator or a determined or something that can move before what the category but by quality of life for you. Another critical skill set. People think they want to get rich by doing the big hit. But you can look at them actors or the athletes or the movie star, they'll see they make more money than got it by the bankrupt because they made money income working. But they never got how to make money worth all the meat left. Let's say to look at like 50 cents. $300 million on vitamin water, they give a tip. Any good bankrupt. A writer in the read can happen to newspapers speculating now due to Johnny Depp and the divorce. He made three-quarter at $1 billion, similar at the period $1 billion. And as they go bankrupt now, they got the past and the cash position and the budget must all life on the turn to Panatom the reporter very pound with billion of products it's the atmosphere, so get a mess up. What you do, I think is more money that consists of invested and to get what you want financial value and the further why. I mean, the difference will be though I think value stop in success to speed on. I know when I want to fail, but it not fail to learn something. So because I make so many mistakes and so many things that, but every time I do, it become away from someone else with the task. Well, like here the one I thought I think I have. My beautiful people that I talk about my value, talk about all the things that got messing up. I show people when to stop me, when to stop you. I think I would really second up everything you touch is successful, but I got to later before. But I also be tolerable. When the and also to divorce silly, I think about it to the still I want to happen, I want to still happen. You know, people don't value and don't fight for. Fight the secret sometimes. You cancel dinner about the you don't work for and the keeping all about you that live to you. But it's true, I think they go behind it for you value the most. So I think, the purpose the goal like getting anyway, purpose the goal, what you become and make you happier because you're just sad. So I'm not working for effort approach. There no such thing. One thing I will say, I can really ambitious. I'm always said I get to rich. I simply do that. I on the always since the time I was a kid, I never tried to see it through. So I really was empty dreamer when I was a kid. I learning to hate that in myself. I'm completely honest and to not allow myself to be empty dreamer to force myself to get the skills that actually I see to get to not be anyways to be found pacified by staying and do something but actually to prevent rush. Most people thinking about the first thing what they want to do, give them some possible center or funded. Whereas I start letting out the okay from me, which largely came down to and better my from working when I had no job. And that's what the time to my that's what I really started go. I missed a promises from here, not on the past to keep any of them. The Russian Persians, so I wasn't allowed to defeat me because the alternative wasn't losing hoping, become a suicide and the psychological realm. Everyone got to measure themselves differently, varying various things differently. Some people value success or significance, some people value love more, some people just basic level of certainty. So when I look at this present metric, I will look at metric of what the thing need to be measured to know if the light is going to work or not. So I look at it is a whole like a diamond moment environment master brand learning how to change the state. Not push, not fake, but to go from first outdated, fake it out to back in the signal or theater or determine or something that could move before good that create about quality of life of other. That critical skill set. People think they want to get rich by doing the big hit. Look at all the actors, all the athletes, all the movie stars, they still don't make more money or bankrupt because money, income, working, but they never figured out how to make money work for them or they need money sleep. But look at 50 cents, $1,500 on vitamin water. Somebody give a tip. And they get bankrupt. Or right now, when ready happen in newspapers, back it now. But jumping down, they got divorced. He made $750 million, something $1 billion. Then more bankrupt, he got the prize. As a prize coefficient as spent 30 went online, and it took thunderstorm, the porter learned it by and figured 3 million divorce actually been too. For the atmosphere to get the mess up what you do, or to get in more money, they get steadily invested, and they get what you want financial. Value in the brass fly, I mean. The different made-up ideal value that stop in success and your speed bump. I know when to fail. Best if not fail you to learn something. But I make so many mistakes. I got so many things that every time I do, it just I become away from it for someone else to take. So I slide here the done ethic I have. Billion people could I talk about my value, talk about all the things that have stop people can stop me and stop you. I think that really have everything that is successful. I want to make the people and also be terrible. I don't want to. And also to do it for selling. I think about it sell. I want to sell happen. Want to happen. You know, people don't value what don't fight for. Because sometimes, because you're gonna value the word fraud. And they come, oh, how about you? But it's true, think of what happened for you volume. I think the purpose of goal, not getting anyway. Purpose of goal, what would you become. What you become make you happier, make you sad. So you can after the rest thing. One thing I could say, I could grant the ambition. I could answer I get to be rich. I'm gonna do that. Always the incentive, some adult kid I never tried to see it through. So I really was the empty dreamer when I was a kid. Learning to hate that in myself, I'm completely honest, and to not allow myself to be an empty dreamer, to force myself to get the skills that actually the skill to get it to not me anyway should be from. Pacified by saying I'm gonna do something super dangerous. More people are thinking about the pharmacy I would want to do some possible center of all the fun. Whereas I stopped letting a few away from me that came down to better my felt around my wife rocking when I had no job. And that's cool at the time. So the dark when I really thought I could go. I did a lot of promises or for many years or not supposed to give any of them. In proportion, so I was a negative defeat me because the artist was were losing hoping and were suicidal and guest happened.